Ah, God, I hate that. Alright, get your shit together. Come on. Come on. This ain't fucking hard to do. Come on. Let's go. Alright, you got this? There you go. Okay. What's up, guys? I am Sea Trooper, and I am back with another look view, or, yeah, pretty much, yeah, look through of the Warfare expansion explosives. We got three neat rocket launchers here, grenade launchers, and some equipment here. So first off, we're going to start out with these rocket launchers. We've got the Carl Gustav, the small rocket, and the RPG-7. Now in real life, the small, or not the small, excuse me, the Carl Gustav is actually a pretty big rocket launcher. So don't be flaming us in the comments or whatnot that the Carl Gustav is way too big. It is actually perfectly sized. So before I start shooting rockets at things, I want you guys to be aware that I have an add-on called Obstruct Radius Damage, and pretty much the goal of this add-on is to prevent players from taking damage from radius damaging weapons such as hand grenades and rocket launchers from behind walls. However, this does screw around with the Blockland vehicle physics, and it puts up almost like a protective barrier, almost that I don't know, deflects damage at certain angles when weapons come flying at it. So um, usually these rocket launchers take about 4 to 5 shots to take out our vehicle, and that's average. And that's with the obstruct radius damage, so they do quite a few damage. And I'm saying this because all rocket launchers that I have here actually take down vehicles in the same manner. So let's start off with the Carl Gustav. Oops, that was way off. There we go. So yep, Carl Gustav here. Nice rocket tail. High velocity. Let's see if we can take down this tank here. Anyways, so that's the Carl Gustav. Here's a small. Cool thing about the small, in real life there's usually a canted autocannon on the right side of this. It shoots either 20 or 40 millimeter grenades. I'm not sure. We're just going to keep this a rocket launcher for balancing issues. There we go. Tank destroyed. I'm going to pull up the RPG-7. Now the RPG-7 doesn't have a rocket trail on it. It makes it stand out from the other rocket launchers. So it makes it a really good ambushing weapon. So that's it for the rocket launchers. But before I move on to the next subject here, I want to mention a feature that we have brought to the rocket launchers, and that is the fact that we have given them almost no radius damage. Now that is to prevent rocket spam and rockets being used mostly on infantry. Now for like Call of Duty TDMs where the rocket launchers prevail in infantry fighting instances, sorry, this pack is mostly focused on realism and the ability to deal with armored targets without the abuse of the rocket launchers. However, they can kill people with a direct impact. It's just there's not a lot of radius damage. In torque, it has two torque units of radius damage, so it's not that far. And if you compare it to like G-Cats or Gravity Cats firearms rocket launcher, which has a radius damage of like, what was it, 12 torque units. So yeah, it'll save your server a lot of non-necessary rocket spam. So moving on to the grenade launchers. Now the grenade launchers do have a lot of radius damage because, let's face it, that's what they're meant for. They're actually meant for infantry and not vehicles. So the M320 here kills on direct impact. However, the radius damage usually, and I do mean usually, does not kill a person on radius. It damages them very heavily, and in some instances, if you're close enough, you will kill them. But at first, when we were still kind of testing and debugging this pack, it was an insta-kill at most instances, and since it was being so overused and so spammed, I've decided to go ahead and bring down the radius damage to make it more of a weapon to use to flush people out of their cover. Speaking about fleshing people out of their cover, what not to use besides the XM25? This gun is actually really meant to flesh out people out of their cover. In real life, it can be from a direct impact rocket launcher to an airburst rocket launcher. What am I saying? Grenade launcher. It's got a clip, 5-round clip. You can see there. Got a nice little scope. Now the cool thing about this is it doesn't directly, when it directly impacts the target, it does not kill them instantly. Because, you know, like I said earlier, it's mostly to flush people out and not kill them. It's got good splash damage on it too. So you can definitely kill people with this, just not as quickly as you could with, per se, the M320. Excuse me. Now let's move on to the equipment over here. Now a really cool sound feature that we implemented into these grenades and explosives here is, let me describe it. Put yourself in this situation. You're playing on a hardcore server where team damage is on. You're about to enter a room where you know suspected people are in there. You're going to throw a grenade in there, but you don't hear the grenade pulled, you don't hear it thrown, nothing. You just enter in and all of a sudden you see this grenade fly at you from your teammate, blows all you up, and now all you're dead, and your teammate's now got negative 200 points because you just killed 2 of your guys. Well, if it's in that case, we've solved the problem. Check this out.
Frag out!
Now when you throw a grenade or a smoke grenade, we've added 5 sounds that will randomize each time you throw the grenade. This lets your teammates know that you're throwing an explosive and to stay the hell away from that vicinity.
Frag out!
Here are the smoke grenades.
I'm popping smoke here!
Smoke grenades are very useful for throwing down corridors or hallways or narrow streets so you can cross a street without getting lit the fuck up. I hate that. There's some maps where I have intense corridor action and I try to cross the corridor to go and heal one of my teammates, and as soon as I cross that corridor, man, I get sniped right in the dong. So, yep, smoke grenade.
Look out, I'm gonna throw some smoke!
You can throw them pretty far. I guess it doesn't matter, I mean, they're not explosive. The radius damage, there is some radius damage. It does 25 damage radius, so if a smoke grenade lands right next to you and you're low on health, I'd stand back. Alright, here's a C4.
Okay, I planted the C4!
You usually plant the C4, you guy will yell, "Hey, I'm planting C4 here." And then you can just sit there and wait with your detonator, and then when someone passes by, boom, just like that, they're gone. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the explosives expansion here. We were gonna release the expansion about a week or 2 after we released the updated Warfare Pack, but since you guys had to wait so freaking long for this stuff to be released, we're gonna go ahead and just release it with the updated Warfare Pack as our gift to you guys. So thanks for watching. I hope these explosives help you out in the battlefield.